or treasures that they wanted to keep. And you were able to do that and mix in the new stuff.
I think the mix is probably one of the most important things in design because everybody has things that they're close to that mean something to them. They're not always antiques, but they're personal items. It's one of the ways of making sure that the finished space doesn't look like you bought it out of a magazine, that reflects the personalities of the people who live there.
If you just joined us, I'm talking to Kathy Sorby from the Elements about some projects her customers had, some challenges at home in terms of decorating and design. And here's a home on the lake with beautiful views, wonderful windows, but not without some challenges.
Well, you're right. I think at the foyer, the area isn't huge, but the ceilings are really high. And so we try to maximize the weight of our furnishings in that foyer area to stretch it out and make it seem like it's a bigger space. Also, right after you step inside, you'll see an arched ceiling that has inlaid tile in it, which was the homeowner's idea.
Very unique.
And it's a stunning entry. That leads us into the dining room, which they kept this room really, really simple.
I thought something that was very striking was the juxtaposition of this ornate chandelier with a very simple dining room table and chairs.
Honestly, it works so well. The chairs themselves are almost tailored, but the scale of that table is key in there, and it really stretches out the space. Along with that, there are 3 pieces on the wall in this room. 1 large piece of art.
And 2 mirrors.
2 big mirrors.
And they really work here.
They really do. They just do a lot of quiet work. They reflect light, they reflect movement, they give life to the space.
The built-ins in the big room here really are attractive, and the books, again, play a role.
Well, that was one of our clients' favorite things, and she had those bookcases in mind long before that room was built. And they go all the way up to a 14-foot ceiling. So we interspace some pieces of art and some collectible things that they have had through the years with the books to really make it a focal point of the room, and it's a stunning one.
Well, Kathy, 5 different challenges, 5 different homes, and 5 happy customers. I think you were up to the challenge, and it must have been fun.
It was great fun, and it was really rewarding.
Well, I want to talk about house.com, an international website, and you have a couple of prestigious awards from House.
Well, we were fortunate, we were honored, we won Best of House for 2 years in a row, and it's a great website. It's a resource that we use every day. It's one of those addictive websites, but it's just wonderful for us to be able to see all the new things that are out there.
And that's HOUZZ.com. But I want to talk about your website because that's a great way to get acquainted with the store and this incredible service you offer with your house calls and your design service. ElementsByKSorby.com. And of course, the best way is to come and see this charming old brick barn that has become home base for the Elements. And that's west on Highway 7 in Storm Lake. Kathy, thanks for being with me.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
A few blocks from the lake in Buena Vista University, on the west edge of Storm Lake, sits an unlikely old brick barn that has been transformed into what is perhaps the most unique store of its kind in Iowa and beyond. This charming old barn has become the Elements, home furnishings, accessories, and as we'll learn in the next few minutes, much more. My guest is Kathy Sorby, who is owner and one of the designers at the Elements. And Kathy, this is no ordinary store.